Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook, because why wouldn't you do that? And if I'm being completely honest, this podcast is actually brought to you by the Democratic National Convention. What? I can't say that? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach, and Johnny's not here because I'm just doing intros and outros this time. This is the part 2 in the DRTP saga. You guys are getting ready to dive headfirst into something that I didn't know could be so hilarious and at the same time disgusting. I don't really know. I don't really know how to describe it, but I hope that you guys enjoy this. Again, part 2. There's going to be a part 3, so you'll have to stick around to see how the next part goes. But, buckle in. That's all I got to say. I will see you guys in the outro. Just prepare yourselves.
So here's the deal, Zach. I want you to read the basis of this webpage, and we're going to go through this process together.
Okay. Well, I'll start at the top here. Obviously, we talked about the
picture.
We talked about the picture. He's wearing a very nice hat as well. I don't even know how to describe it, but
it's a very fancy fedora. Yes,
very fancy. Photos taken in September 2019, so pretty recent. 6-7 months ago.
This guy looks poor man wealthy.
Yeah, he looks like he's got about $700 in his account. Like $700 extra dollars,
Yeah.
Just ready for a night out. Seeking awesome Republican goddess. It says, "Hi, I'm looking for a Republican goddess for marriage." That's in bold. This is my own personal website that I have created to help me find her. No other men are here, just me. Well, okay. If you're a single woman who might potentially be interested, then I invite you to take my virtual, in parentheses, hand, and let me guide you through this website. I am a healthy 68. I'm looking for a woman born in any year from 1950 to 1995. Holy shit. That would make a 25-year-old. Wow, okay. Who takes excellent care of herself. I am a natural-born U.S. citizen residing in Los Angeles, California, USA. I will consider relocating within the United States, but am unwilling to move to another country. If the woman I'm looking for lives outside the United States, she must be willing and legally able to move to the United States to marry me and to live with me here. As you read through this website, you will notice that I am an intense, complex man who thinks way outside that, and that's not me exaggerating. There's 3 ways. There's 3 A's in the word way. Mm-hmm. Way outside the box. If my intensity/complexity is too much for you, or if I think too far, quote unquote, outside the box for you, well, then we are not a match. I seek a woman who is likewise intense and complex, not a mild or simple woman, nor a woman who thinks I wrote way too much here. She too thinks, quote unquote, outside the box. The lady I am looking for will be inspired and excited by this website.
Exclamation point!
I am very demanding in a good way that will make my goddess wife to be incredibly happy beyond her wildest dreams and keep her wildly happy for life. I am flexible on many things, but there are some things I am not flexible on. I respect your time, therefore I will begin by asking you a series of 11 questions to see if you meet my inflexible requirements. If not, we'll say goodbye without a kiss.
Without a kiss, Zach, are you prepared?
I don't know.
Potentially face rejection.
I want to kiss his healthy 68-year-old mouth. Maybe pull some teeth out. Let's see here. Sorry. If you manage to make it through all 11 questions without a kissless goodbye, then I will tell you a lot about myself, the relationship I want, and my demanding requirements. I will tell you far, far more than you will see in the men's profiles on any dating website. Then you will have the opportunity to fill out. By the way, what does that mean? I will tell you far, far more.
We're about to find out, buddy. Let's go.
Have you heard about how desperate these dudes are on the dating websites nowadays? What's this guy going to tell us, man? I'm really excited. I hope I make it. Let's see here. Then you will have the opportunity to fill out a detailed contact form and submit it to me with your photos. Sincerely, Reverend William. Of course. Reverend William, dude. He's been dipping out of the offering plate for sure. That's how he got his suit, dude. He's dipping into the offering plate.
America, baby. All right, are we doing this?
Click here to see question 1. We ready to do this?
Oh,
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let me paint a picture for you. First one is a standard like thinker pose with his jaw resting on his fist. The second one's like a goofy, like, hey, I'm calling to you, with a goofy expression. Third one's like a confused, like, bitch, what'd you say? Face. By the way, he hasn't changed his hat. Different shirt. He's wearing a pink shirt now and a flashy, colorful looking tie, khakis. Same hat. This dude loves this hat. I wish I could explain how much this guy loves his hat. Okay, and then the fourth picture is him doing an OK symbol, hats off his head, showing his bald head. Partially bald. Balding.
Yeah, so he's real funky, clearly.
He's
one
very
serious
colorful.
pick, one silly pick. So question number 1 of 11. How do you feel about U.S. President Donald Trump? Now, Zach, don't answer just yet, because we got to we need to talk about this before.
Sure. Well, and we have to come at it from a standpoint of a Republican goddess, right? We got to get ourselves.
Ooh, so here's where my thoughts were. I think that this website is set up that if you fail one of these questions, you don't get to see all the questions.
I think so. Yeah.
I want to see all the questions.
I would assume so. Why would he let you move on if you answer incorrectly?
Right, and I want to get to the end where we could submit a picture.
Okay.
Because I'm submitting pictures, baby.
Oh yeah, and they're not going to be of your face. Okay.
So we need to figure out if we're going to answer these truthfully, is how we would, to see if I am his Republican goddess.
Okay.
Or do we answer what we think he wants? Or do we answer what we think a Republican goddess, who could very well be me, answer?
Well, I'll tell you what he doesn't want to hear, and that's what I would put down. Because I'm not high on the guy, right?
Okay.
And I think we all know that.
The answers are, I think Trump is great, is a great president, and I fully support him.
All caps great, by the way.
I am open-minded about Trump and would like to learn why he is a great president. I dislike or am disgusted by President Trump and would never vote for him. Or something else.
Well, I think we can definitely toss out number 3. Although something else is so vague and ambiguous, how could you click that and then get a no, right?
Here's how I'm going to answer. And this might shock some people or piss them off, but I want to explain it. I'm going to answer, I'm open-minded about Trump. And an emphasis on this part, I would like to learn why he is a great president. Because I don't think he is. So that's why I'm answering this.
Okay.
Because I want this guy on our first date to tell me all of the ways that Trump is great. I want to experience that.
Sure. And this is the guy to tell you.
Okay.
Like, you can tell he knows.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, he's a reverend,
you're gonna answer it in that way, where you're gonna answer it how you think he wants you to.
No, I'm answering it how I'm feeling.
Okay, you're gonna answer it how you're feeling. I'm gonna answer it how I think he wants an answer to come through. And
so
we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see if it changes paths.
Okay.
But also, I have a new theory that if he capitalizes a full word in one of the answers, I think that's the right answer. But we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So what are you picking?
I think Trump is a great president, and I fully support him.
I'm glad we're recording this, so your voice will be forever.
That's the only time I'll ever
got
say
you,
that.
fucker! I made this website just to catch you.
You hired your next door neighbor to fucking.
That's my Uncle Ted.
Take some goofy ass pictures. Oh my god, dude. Oh wait, I recognize that hat now. You've been wearing it this entire time, dude. Can you imagine? Oh my god, that'd be great. All right, I'm ready to click. Are you ready to click?
3, 2, 1, click.
Clicked.
I have a picture of him, same hat, sitting in front of a pond.
I do too. So
all right.
I don't think that. I think that we're gonna wait till the end.
Oh, okay. First one.
All right. Question 2 of 11. What is your marital status? I think we all know how he's gonna require this one to be because we read the intro. But here are the options. I have never been married. I am engaged to marry my boyfriend. I am married. I am legally separated but not divorced from my husband. I am legally divorced from the husband of my most recent marriage, and I have not remarried. I am a widow from my most recent marriage, which ended on the death of my husband, and I have not remarried. I escaped from my husband's harem, and my marital status is uncertain. I am legally separated or divorced from my wife, or something else. What is the something else? He pretty much covered the gamut of like what you could be, right? He even talked about a harem.
He's missing if you had a wife.
Oh yeah, he didn't talk. Okay.
So this makes it hard. So I can't obviously answer for who I am.
Right.
So now we need to play the game. So he's very open, right? So I feel like something else might be there for him.
Right.
But I feel like he might be one of those guys like, you're married? Yeah, I want that.
But I don't
and
see
the
that's
harem thing? Who says I escaped from my husband's harem?
You know what? I think I see underneath this tropical shirt he's wearing, there's some like some BDSM leather stuff that he's wearing underneath there.
So he's for sure.
He's a freak. Like he's a 68-year-old.
This guy is 100% wearing a cuckold cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the thing. He said he wanted women from 1950 to 95.
Yeah. By the way, 1950 would put him at 70 years old. Right now.
So 2 years older.
Yeah.
Or 43 years younger.
Yeah.
So he can't be upset if someone who is potentially 70 has been divorced. Right? So
I think there are a couple different options that he would accept for this answer. So he'd probably be okay with never being married. He would probably be okay with legally divorced and not remarried with a widow. And
also
wait. So wait, the bottom one says I am legally separated or divorced from my wife.
Oh shit.
So he is covering the lesbians.
Oh,
here.
I did not catch that.
So I think he would even be, he seems like the kind of guy who's like, you know what? I bet I can turn her.
Okay, well that's the only one that says wife, so that's the one I'm going.
Okay, I'm going with I have never been married.
Okay.
Because even though he says he's okay with 70,
I got rejected.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I can go back. Let's see what happens if I go back. So you're saying I have
have
never
not
been
clicked
married?
anything yet. I've not clicked anything yet. So there must be some acceptable answers here.
Okay, well, you go with never been married, and I'm going to say I'm legally divorced from the husband of my most recent marriage, and I have not remarried.
All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
I have this face.
Yeah, me too. All right.
He has a new hat.
By the way, this face, which is something that our listeners
Surprised
can't
face.
hear.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Is like a surprised, like palms on his cheeks, with his mouth agape and his eyes wide. Right? It's a very comical looking face. He did. You know what? He's same hat, but he's got a different band on it this time.
I mean, that's definitely a different, same style of hat. This is more casual fedora.
Okay.
And
yeah,
he
you're
has
right.
a slightly better colored suit and
that's
a much more modern tie, but is still old.
Yeah.
And no dress shirt sleeves. You notice that?
Yeah, he's definitely wearing a short sleeve button up underneath that.
Which is not correct.
No.
So this question is a big one, Zach. It's a doozy.
Question 3 of 11. What is your gender history? Okay.
Yeah.
So there are a multitude of options here, and we're going to try to go through them. It's going to take a little bit. All right, here we go. I am female. My physical body is female and has been female for my entire life, ever since my birth into this lifetime from my mother's womb. I am happy that I am female. Something else.
Those are your two options. One, or
the multitude of
else.
options. You're either female or you're not a female. Right?
Something else is definitely gonna say we're not a match, but I want to confirm it. But I would like to point out, happy is all capitals.
Oh yes, all like, and that seems like it's almost like a brainwashing technique. Like, this guy's
Probably
so
is.
desirable, huh?
All right, we're clicking it. Let's go.
All right, I'm clicking on the top one.
I have 4 pictures of him doing all. Oh my god.
Okay, so you clicked
Paisley
the bottom
blue
one.
shirt.
You clicked the bottom one.
No, I clicked the bottom one and it rejected me, so I came back and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's definitely, yes, like you said, he's got the Paisley shirt, and this seems like probably the shirt that he was wearing underneath that olive sports jacket from the previous. Even though we couldn't see it, I would be willing to bet, because
this guy is like clearly a medium, maybe a small shirt. I don't know. It's hard to tell. He looks like he might actually be tall. Probably a medium shirt, but he's wearing like an extra large.
I'm betting this guy's probably, you know what? Some people look like they're tall, and then they're not. I'm betting this dude's
so
5'9", 5'10".
Really quickly, we have the same chin picture, fist on chin picture.
Yeah,
and then we have
that's
kind of a pensive.
No,
Nice, Zach.
Jonny.
What's up, brother? Kind of like fist on his heart kind of thing, and then this is where it starts
very
to get
Republican.
creepy. Super. That is a Republican pose. So this guy, I think, might be gay.
Yeah, and that, by the way, that's no knock on.
No, but this guy strikes me as a closet gay Republican. Is what I should have said. I apologize.
Yes, absolutely. Well, in the way that he, especially how we talked about the gender. You know, the gender question with the last one, where it sort of seemed like he was projecting a little bit. Like, oh, I'm happy to be a man. You know, I'm happy to be a man. You should be happy to be a woman, right? Oh, you definitely got to be happy to be a woman, because I'm so confident in myself as a male that you should also be, you know. So it's definitely a lot of projecting. But no, he definitely, that third picture, which is, he's now moved from having the one fist propping his chin up to having both fists sort of overlapping, one hand overlapping a fist and resting his chin on it.
And I would like to point out that is a real weak wrist right there. And it's a weak
weak wrist. He's not winning.
Yeah.
No, he's not winning any arm wrestling competitions.
Yeah.
And I will also point out that is the only picture out of the 4 that he is wearing his glasses.
And they look like fake glasses.
Yeah. It looks like they could very well be photoshopped.
These photos also taken September 2019. So
Yeah.
those glasses do look like they were photoshopped.
They do look slightly photoshopped. It'd be there's a little bit of shadowing under his right eye, under the frames for his right eye, where that would be a pretty good Photoshop. But and then the 4th picture we haven't even talked about, he's doing like prayer hands, right?
But like in a weird childish like face pose.
Yeah, with his eyes completely shut. It's almost like
right.
he's shutting the Lord out. You know, he's doing the prayer hands, so he's accepting the Lord, but he's shutting him out because he's still wishing that he could explore his sexual fantasies.
Which of the following best describes your religion and or spiritual beliefs? When I say God, I mean a unique, I don't even know how to say that word. Omnipotent, omniscient being who loves all unconditionally. So here's a redeeming factor for this guy. Is I was really expecting him to be extremely anti-LGBTQ,
sure,
etc.
Sure.
And
seems like he's okay with it. He doesn't do it himself.
At least out in the open.
Yeah.
Oh man, these are some seriously long fucking answers.
All right, I'll read them out. Here we go. There are 4 options. The last one is something else.
Surprise.
So, yeah.
First of all, let me tell you, it takes you to the no kiss page. I also noticed this time when I looked at the no kiss page on the bottom, it says, I made a mistake. Use the back button. This was supposed to be designed to screen women away, and you're giving them a chance to answer correctly.
I mean, we're also expecting the 68-year-old to be a good enough computer programmer where he can block people from going back and trying again.
That's a good point. All right.
All right,
I don't think
we
can.
Go.
Do we? Oh God. Okay, read these quick.
I'm gonna read them. Here we go. I don't believe in God. I believe in science. I'm either an atheist who believes no God exists, or an agnostic who does not know whether God exists. I believe that Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna, if they actually lived, were historical figures who made claims that they are either false or cannot be proven. That's the first one. I believe that Jesus Christ was the only Son of God. I believe that he died on the cross to save us from our sins, and that the only path to salvation is to accept Jesus as our Lord and Savior, whereupon we are forgiven for our sins. I believe we only live once, and that reincarnation, as believed by the Hindus and Buddhists, and by some Christians and Jews, is a false doctrine. I do not know where Jesus was from ages 13 to 29, but I reject the idea that he spent time in India with Hindus and or Buddhists. I believe that Krishna and Buddha were historical figures who were not sons of God. I acknowledge that Jesus instructs us to pray in the Lord's Prayer, Matthew 6:9 and Luke 11:2, beginning with the 2 words, our Father, not Jesus' Father, nor our Lord's Father. Nevertheless, I do not believe I am a son, daughter, or child of God. That's number 2. And by the way, I just want to say before I read the third one, you can sort of tell what this guy thinks based on the length of these answers. So moving on to the third one. I am a spiritual person who loves God with all my heart. I believe we are all sons and daughters of God. I believe in reincarnation and karma. I believe I have lived previous human lives and that my past life karma, both bad and good, impacts my circumstances today. I believe that Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna were spiritually enlightened masters who came to help us on our spiritual journey and to set inspiring examples of what we can ultimately become in our own unique divine way, if not in this lifetime, then in a future lifetime. All right, everybody, let's stop and take a second to talk about our sponsor for today's podcast. That would be Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. The audiobook that we're going to talk about for the month of April, we are all cooped up inside due to this quarantine stuff for COVID-19. So what better way to spend your time than brushing up on your dad jokes? I am the self-proclaimed king of dad jokes, even though I can't bust one out right now. I guess I can. Hey, Dad, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. I'm dad. You know, that kind of thing. I use that one several times a day. This book is called 150 Dad Jokes. Specifically, it says a terribly good Father's Day gift book for dads, but it doesn't have to be a Father's Day gift book for dads. It can just be a book for dads, right? Who just want to get better at their dad jokes, and I recommend that. Publisher summary, we'll do it real quick. It says, what do you call your dad if he freezes? Popsicle, right? That's a good one. 150 hilarious and clean dad jokes that will keep everyone laughing for hours on end or rolling their eyes. I added that part on. Makes a great gift for Father's Day, either for the kids to play for dad or to have him play it for them. Listen now if you're ready for some laughs and groans. Probably more groans if it's like my dad jokes, but in any case, check that one out. If you guys don't want to listen to that audiobook, feel free to choose any of the over 180,000 other audiobooks that they have on their service. So thanks, Audible. Thank you guys. Again, head to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Pick up that free audiobook. And I think we got to get back to the podcast now.
I'm just going to go on a limb here and say that he's going hardcore. Jesus is the only son of God, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So here's my issue with that answer. First sentence, I believe that Jesus Christ was the only capitalized Son of God. Last fragment of the last sentence, I do not, capitalized, believe I am a son, daughter, or child of God.
Right. Well, what he's saying is
I guess
he doesn't
Jesus
think
versus
that,
him. Yeah.
He doesn't think that he's Jesus.
Interesting.
He's a follower of Jesus.
Okay.
God. He's not getting a big head about it.
I'm making that distinction now. My bad. So, and then the spiritual person, the kind of the all accepting.
Sure.
Yeah. So what are you thinking?
I'm picking the second one based on the fact that it took me a whole 3 minutes to read the entire thing.
Well, I'm definitely number one, but we know where that goes.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm falling as well, but I'm not going to click it.
What do you think about number 3?
You know, I don't have a problem with number 3.
All right,
personally, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with any of these. From my standpoint, what I think this guy's going to pick is full number 2.
Okay, I'll go 3 and we'll see.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
What?
I got a We Are Not a Match.
Oh shit! So he's not like a fundamentalist.
Oh, click your back button. Oh shit! Okay, I guessed it wrong. So the third one was the one.
I got old man duckface right now.
Wow. Okay.
In a bowling shirt.
This guy is sort of redeeming for that one. I like it. He deserves this duck face right now, and he is doing the prototypical lips pursed.
He stands like Donald Trump though. Like you don't know how to stand. Like you're kind of pushing your butt out and like like you're half horse.
Yeah. By the way, this dude, he says he's a healthy 68. He's definitely packing a bit of a belly there, which is no knock on him. I've got a belly too, but I think he's probably not as healthy as he's letting on.
Photos taken September 2019. This guy had a hell of a day. He is reusing those pants and shoes in this photo.
That's true. But you know what? All these outfits sort of seem like stuff that he would wear every day anyway.
Oh, 100%.
I think he just ruffled through his closet and he said, "You know what? I like these 4 outfits."
Those are probably his go-to outfits, man.
Yeah, he didn't have somebody dressing him or whatever.
He is wearing glasses again, so I feel a little bit more likely that they're real.
I think so too.
Question 5. We're going to be here all night at this rate.
How good is your English? First answer is I do not know English. How are you answering this? I am using a translator. I am using a translator to read this website, but I would like to learn English. I know some basic English, but my vocabulary is very limited, and my grammar and pronunciation are weak. I am fluent in English, although it is not my first language. My native language is English. you know what? I feel like there's a couple that he's okay with. I feel like he would want somebody to be at least fluent.
I can tell you the answer is fluent and native tongue.
Yeah.
The other two are hard nose.
Yeah. Based on what I'm seeing from this dude, I've sort of loosened it up a little bit. I'm going to go I am fluent in English. Although it's not my first language.
That's fair?
Yeah. That's what I'm going with. Okay. Are you moved on?
Oh, yeah, I'm moved on. I'm ripping through this now.
All right.
So question 6 of 11. Which of the following best describes your citizenship and potential U.S. immigration status? Number
All right.
one?
I'm just going to summarize these.
All right.
I'm a citizen of the United States, permanent resident of the United States, have a green card. I'm a citizen of one of the following countries. These are the U.S. visa waiver and visa-free countries. Look those up if you want to. I'm not going to read all of them.
It's basically all the major countries that you can think of.
Right. I have a U.S. visa that will not expire for at least 1 year. I have been granted refugee status by the U.S. government. I am living outside the United States in a country that is not listed above. I do not have a U.S. visa or other document to enter the U.S. legally. I am living inside the United States illegally, but it is not my fault. One day when I was under the age of 18, my parents or other family members brought me into the United States illegally. Ever since that day, I have been living inside the United States. I am not a U.S. citizen. I do not have a U.S. green card. I do not have a U.S. visa, and I have not been granted refugee status by the U.S. government. I have never been convicted of any felony crime in the United States or none of the above. Okay, so I can tell you for sure it's not that last one.
None of the above is a hard fail.
That's a hard fail.
And so is I'm living outside the United States in a country that is not listed above.
Right.
But
I'm going to say...
No, I'll tell you right now. All of the other ones are okay, which I am also surprised by. He's open to an illegal immigrant that, as long as it's not their fault.
Really? You know what? Just for kudos, I'm clicking that one. All right?
I mean, we might be giving him data, right?
That's fine. It's not my data. It's data based on what I think his data is.
Yeah. Okay, question 7. What is your hairstyle? 3 options. My hair is naturally straight or wavy, but not curly. My hair falls at least halfway down my neck or longer. I have no intention of having my hair cut short. Rarely use or never use hairspray.
This dude hates CFCs, dude. I mean, they haven't been in hairspray
2,
for a while, but yeah.
Something else.
What?
Answer number 3. What I do with my hair is my business, and no man has any right to demand that my hair look, feel, or smell a certain way.
Okay. Based on the smell part, I'm gonna throw that out. Because I feel like this guy at least wants clean, right? He's at least wanting clean, is my guess.
So you're going with the first one?
I'm going 1 or 2.
I can tell you right now, it's only number 1.
Really?
So this guy has super specific hairstyles, which makes me think he's a serial killer. And he's profiling a woman right now.
Yeah. By the way, we haven't talked about his faces, his goofy faces in this one. He's doing the double fist under the chin for both pictures, but one of them is like a shocked, or he just saw his proctologist.
Proctologist is really good.
Face.
Same suit, recycled garbage.
Yep.
So I thought that he might have had an okay pass with what I do with my hair is my own business, because he said he was looking for like a spunky woman.
Yeah, but the smell part, I think that's what threw me. Cause I was with it up until the smell part, and then I was like, who's gonna want to be with somebody whose hair, who's knowingly entering a relationship with somebody who says my hair smells, right? And that's something you're just gonna have to get used to or be okay with. I can tell you for sure. Personally, I don't want to be surrounded by bad smells all the time.
That's fair, Zach. Please go to the next one.
Okay.
Please go to the next one.
First one. All right. Question 8 of 11. Do you have a trim waistline?
Well, look at
Goofy
the
pictures
picture
again.
No, look at his left eye in the first picture.
You got a bit of a lazy eye, or is it a?
It's like,
Is it a fake eye?
I don't know, but it
Hard
is.
to tell.
So he looks dead in this picture.
Yeah, it looks like he died while getting a blowy.
He's kind of. All right. Anyways, do you
All right.
have a trim waistline? Answer number 1: yes. My waistline is trim. I am not overweight, and I have healthy, well-disciplined eating habits that keep my figure beautiful. Option B: something else. And then option C: what I do with my body is my business, and no man has any right to demand that my figure look a certain way.
It's A. It's the first one.
I feel like A is what he's looking for. C is what he is.
Okay. So I'm gonna click on A. You're gonna click on C.
C is a hard fail. I already know.
Okay. Yeah, it's A. All right. This next one looks like this picture looks like Grandpa on a putt-putt course.
Oh my God, this question.
All right. Question 9 of 11. How do you feel about feminism? All right, here we go. I can already tell how this one's going to go. I strongly support today's feminists. That's the first one. Second one, when a woman accuses a man of sexual harassment or sexual assault or rape, the woman should be believed and the man should be disbelieved. Women should automatically beat men in court, regardless of the facts. Men and boys should be punished today for bad things that other men, including men who are long dead, did to women, including women who are long dead. Okay, number 3, I believe that women should have the right to vote, the right to equal treatment under the law, including inheritance and ownership of land, and the right to equal pay for equal work. Those goals were achieved a long time ago in the United States. However, women and men are fundamentally different. Balance between male and female is necessary for creating a happy, peaceful world. Today's feminism is trying to destroy that balance, and that is evil. Okay, number 4, I am very feminine, but not a feminist. I want to surrender into the arms of a strong and wonderful man, give my femininity to him totally, and make him happy as he makes me happy. Or 5, something else. You can tell. You can just tell.
Yeah,
There's it's 3.
For
right?
sure it's 3.
For sure it's 3. But I want to say
2 will pass.
no. 2 seems like he's no. 2 doesn't pass. It sort of seems to me like he's been convicted of something in the past.
Oh, sorry, you're right. 3 doesn't pass. I was miscounting. 3 and 4 pass.
Yes.
I just wasn't even counting something else.
Yeah. No, 2, it seems like he was charged for something and he lost and he's spiteful.
That's so it. Yeah, 3 and 4 are passes. You're correct.
Okay. All right. Next one. Great pictures. Man, this guy.
These are getting into evening pictures now.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. He's settling in. He's starting to get, dinner's on the table. We're just sort of staring at each other.
Basically, all of these pictures are like, imagine 1990s photos at Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
true.
Like,
by the way, this dude owns 0 long sleeve button up shirts. They've all been short sleeve button ups so far.
That's so true. Okay.
Okay. All right. It says, there's a disclaimer at the beginning. It says, for this question, I am defining, quote, problem substance, end quote, as any of the following: 1, alcoholic beverages; 2, tobacco; 3, cannabis or marijuana; 4, non-prescription recreational drugs; 5, mind-altering drugs with or without prescription; and number 6, highly addictive drugs with or without prescription. Okay. Question 10 of 11. Which of the following best describes your use/consumption of problem substances? I have never used or consumed. By the way, that should be nor. I've never used nor consumed any problem substance. Grammar, right? This dude talked about having a good English grasp of the English language. Gotcha. I have tried, used, or consumed one or more problem substances to a limited extent, but I never became dependent upon or addicted to any problem substance. I have been free from all problem substances for more than 3 years, except that I might occasionally drink alcoholic beverages socially. Next one, I overcame a challenge with problem substances and have now been 100% free and sober from all problem substances for more than 10 years or something else. I'm going to say 2's getting tossed out of the window because he says problem substance. Right at the beginning, he lists alcoholic beverages as a problem substance.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of seems like he's sort of grouping all of them together, right? A beer is just as bad as a rail of coke.
It's heroin.
Right? Black tar heroin, hard cider, it's the same shit, right?
Yep.
It's the same shit. All right. So I'm gonna toss 2 out of the window. I feel like he's okay with 1 or 3.
He will take anything but something else.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And all of those lead to the same page.
Oh, wow. Okay. Which is question 11 of 11. 2 thumbs up from this guy. He's back to the fun hat, by the way. Back to the fun hat. Oh, he recycled an outfit for this one. He's wearing the pink shirt again with the colorful tie.
Yeah.
Still got the khakis. Rocking the khakis for all these pictures, I'm pretty sure. Which of the following best... By the way, I feel like the khakis sort of describe his abilities in the sack.
Very frumpy.
Yeah. Just very vanilla, right?
Oh
just
my god.
Only missionary, right?
Missionary eyes closed, lites off.
You
business
better be
socks on.
Yep. You better be okay with a 68-year-old on top of you.
Just
for a whole minute and a half, right? All right. Question 11 of 11. Which of the following best describes your physical and mental health? This has been fun, Johnny. We need to find more websites like this. 1. All right, there's only 2 options here. We're going to know, okay? I am physically and mentally healthy. Most of the time, I feel pretty good or excellent and I have plenty of energy. I do not suffer from any serious physical illness. I do not suffer from chronic pain. I am not disabled. I do not suffer from any mental disorder or serious depression. Longing for your beloved is not depression. Oh, God. I almost threw up. I am not under the care of a psychiatrist, and I do not take any psychiatric medicine. I do not have need or want a service animal. Jesus Christ, this guy. Or, number 2, something else. I really want to pick something else, but I know it's going to be a no-go.
It is a no-go.
What an asshole this guy is.
Look
All right,
at this
here we go.
picture.
And we got to the end, and you know what we got? We got the longing look. That's what we got. No teeth, just a very calm, happy grin, right?
God, his eyes are terrifying.
And his eyes are penetrating my soul right now.
Mark this in your calendar.
I think I fell in love
listeners. With him, this guy is going to be caught for fucking murdering people in California, and we are breaking it right now, years in advance. But
years, yeah. Well, I mean, and there's, you know what? There's a video too. Oh,
what?
God. At the bottom of this. At the bottom of this. All right, we're gonna have to play that as well. I don't know how long it is.
Okay, wait. Before we go through that, we have a page that says, "Okay, you've made it through the 11 questions on things about which I am not flexible. On everything else, I am flexible to varying degrees, depending on what it is.
Getting pegged.
Now, I will tell you a whole lot about myself, about the relationship I want, and about the lady I am seeking. I will start with the video message below. Then I will take you through the following pages."
Oh my God. This is going to be a 2-hour podcast, dude.
Introduction.
All right.
Additional basics of our relationship. Divine resonant tantric partnership. About me generally. My goals. My weaknesses and challenges. Character references from women who know me well. About you. Vedic astrological compatibility.
This dude believes in astrology.
Politics. Contact me.
Contact me. Here's them digits. Okay, I'm gonna see how long this video is.
The video is 5 minutes.
Okay. I think...
Do we want to maybe end the episode, or do we just go for it? And you know what? We can make this a separate episode. Let's do it. Let's keep going.
Right here, yeah, we're gonna just keep it rolling, and then we'll splice it. So, first of all, if you've made it this far, come back next week, because we'll pick it right up where we're leaving off now. Hope you've enjoyed the episode.
No. I think we do because we started this at like 40 minutes, I think, so we can figure it out. But
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we end now. I'm wrapping up the first one, and then we'll.
No, yeah, you're not listening to me.
No, well, okay.
I was saying,
just keep it going.
My Goddess, Republican Goddess, is its own episode. Everything of that, everything before that will be the other episode. But it doesn't matter. We're arguing about episodes while we're making an episode. We're gonna watch the movie.
Okay. No, let's watch it. All right,
2,
here we go.
1, go.
Hi, I've created this whole personal website to find a woman to marry me.
You can hear the reel of like the video camera spinning, like an old school movie reel.
With an awesome goddess.
Yeah, this dude. Well, it's recording in a 4x3 format. This dude's definitely
spiritual journey looking for her.
He's definitely recording with like an old school VHS tape, like big enough to put an entire VHS into it.
You could probably capture this audio and put it over top too.
Oh, I'm definitely going to. I'm not. I was going to like try to.
Resonance is a magical energy.
I haven't even heard what this dude said yet. I've been so critical of it so far.
The energies match. In non-resonant systems, energy that gets put into the system gets wasted.
Oh my God, he's talking.
But when resonance is achieved, the energy put into the system.
Oh, you know what I'm seeing?
He just wants balance in a relationship, but he's on a fucking soapbox. Like he's like a university instructor.
It's true. You know what I'm seeing though? I'm seeing a guy who he's really prepared because he has a script that he's reading. Every once in a while, you'll see him look down to the right.
Really?
Look at his eyes. He's looking down to the right. He's like looking at a computer screen or a cue card or something. He's not. This is not. You could tell this is something that he recorded probably about 5 or 6 times.
He's got props now.
Let's see what the resonant frequency is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
This guy is
talking about resonant frequency. Resonant frequency.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that.
This dude is the most fun at the bingo nights.
The second thing she needs to learn is to move her
He's the life of the party at the bingo hall, dude.
Frequency of the swing. And when she
I can't wait to go on a date with this dude.
Oh my God, I'm gonna send this guy so many butthole pictures.
You know what the
emails from this guy.
You know what the shittiest move would be?
What?
We tell our listeners the email address.
Oh fuck yeah, we are.
And then everybody, right? Everybody send your buttholes to this dude.
Oh my God! No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna send him pictures of my wife and catfish him.
Oh, you gotta get Allie's permission on that one though, dude.
Oh my God, yeah. I totally have a MAGA hat in my closet.
And there are subtle energetic frequencies happening.
I haven't even paid attention to what this dude. I think we sort of know what this dude's wanting.
Relationship is to match up the woman's and the man's energetic frequencies.
Oh yeah, it's really scientific about matching men and women's energetic frequencies.
Resonances.
That's all it is.
I don't know
how many
dimensions.
So here's what it is.
He's talking about
right?
dimensions.
He grew up in an era where it was cool to be a hippie at a certain point, right? You know, he probably went to Woodstock. He went to Woodstock. He took all the drugs. He did all the shit.
Oh my God, Zach! This guy's brain is fucked.
He's fried, dude.
A lot of the
this boy's done his fair share of LSD.
Yeah.
people will be putting energy.
He's really into this energy
the
thing.
The relationship is incapable.
Very into the energies.
This is the most scientific connection to love I've ever heard.
Become exhausted by this, and then they'll put energy into the legal system in a divorce action.
You know what he's done? You know what he's effectively done by releasing this 5-minute video at the end of all this shit? He took all the fun pictures, all the goofy pictures. He looked, you know what? He actually looked better in his pictures than he does in this video. He looks so frail in this video. What he's effectively done, though, is he's driven anybody who was sort of in the game, right? This 5-minute talk about resonant frequencies and matching up.
Is find the right lady.
You know,
obviously is why I created this website. Now, my requirements.
He's driven everybody away.
Oh, he's getting to his requirements.
And detailed. And that's because I believe that is what is needed to achieve resonance with me.
Resonance again. He's back on the resonance
thing. I wish everyone all the best. If you feel resonance, if you're a woman,
if you're a woman and you feel resonance with me,
from watching this video and from reading this website,
little Freudian slip, maybe.
No, yeah, that's if you're anyone. No, can't give into it. Can't give into it.
And God bless America.
Did he just say God bless me and God bless America?
He said God bless you and God bless America. Oh, God, man. I feel like I didn't learn anything because I was so critical of him the entire time. I'm not going to watch it again because I sort of feel like I know what he said. Woo. That's a bit of a roller coaster ride, huh? How about this dude, huh? Who's signing up for the date, right? Who's signing up for the date? Not everybody at once, right? So we're getting ready to jump into the third and final segment of the DRTP saga. But I'm not going to keep it rolling for this episode. I'm going to cut it off here. You guys are going to have to check back next week to see how this all sort of shapes up. And man, I'm confused. I'm very much entertained though. And I hope that you guys can say the same. And make sure to check back next week because it's you don't want to miss the end of this saga because it's something special. And you also got to figure out if we're gonna be able to get this thing done. So anyway, if you liked it, go ahead and let us know. Send us any emails to jumbledpodcast@gmail.com or johnny.jumbled@gmail.com. Head over to iTunes, give us a 5-star rating and review. It takes about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. Helps out a lot. And make sure to share the podcast with your friends, family, coworkers, on all your Zoom meetings. Just every once in a while, just shout jumbled, and it's viral marketing is what we're going after. I just want to say, please don't do that. We are not responsible if you get fired, but do it if you feel comfortable and your coworkers are cool with it. I don't care. And thanks to Audible for sponsoring again. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. It's free for 30 days, and you're going to get an audiobook, a free audiobook at that. Your ears will thank you, and we will thank you. So thanks Audible for sponsoring. Head over also to patreon.com/jumbled. Pay $500 and get Johnny and I an address. Or if you can't, swing the $500, which totally get that, right? We have some other tiers that you can look at while you're there. And feel free to give what you can. And if you can't give anything, then we'll just take your repeated listening and viral Zoom meeting shouting of our podcast name. And let's see here. Keep listening on whatever platform you're on, but we are on all the major podcast platforms. If there's one that we're not on, you go ahead and let me know, and I'm going to make sure, I'm making my duty to get us on there. And, God, anything else? Nope, I think that's going to do it. You guys are in for a good one. We're going to wrap this saga up next week, and then I don't know how we move on or get better from here, but, we're sure going to try. And we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast about one-man dating sites.